Good evening and welcome to Our Story Got Melody. Thank you for coming on to this live. I've done a live on Facebook before, but I think I did that live about perhaps about a year ago or so. Yes, I think that's how long I did a live. So I'm coming back with this live. I hope you are available and there to see it. What I want to talk about this live, we are going to talk about the fact that we were raised on words. They raised us on words. When I say they raised us on words, I'm talking about the fact that when we look back at our childhood, all right, say good night, no man, let me know you. When we look back at our childhood, we realize that we were raised on words. And sometimes those words, you remember, sometimes those words were not clearly expressed to us. They might say things to us in Proverbs, and we had to finally realize their meanings. I remember the first time I said to my mother, I said, I asked her something that eventually I would come to the knowledge of knowing what it is. And so she said to me, she didn't answer me. She just said, Hag aksi muma, wameki mouth so long. And he said, pick me, you come, you go see. So me now, I had to take that as a hint. You understand? So what they do, they give us hint. And you know, you have to try and interpret the hint so that you understand exactly what the meaning is. And that is exactly how we were raised on words. Can you remember or recall the words you were raised on? I see somebody's watching. Say good night, no man. Say good night. Say good night and let me talk. Yes, this live, I'm only going to be in this live for 10 minutes. So I'm hoping that, you will talk to me. Now, I have some words that they raised us on. I'm going to send my son for my books. And so we can actually look at some of these words that we were raised on. All right. So just give me a minute. He got to get the book. He's going to be back in a minute. Thank you so much, Mikey. All right. So I want to share with you some of the words we were raised on. Let me find words that we were raised on. I have so many books that I just need to put together and make them into a really piece. All right. Do you know this one? Monkey know which limb for jump on. You know the one? Monkey know which limb for jump on. That means that when you show people that you are not strong and assertive, they are going to take advantage of you. People know exactly where your weaknesses are, where your weakness lies. And because they know that, guess what? If you make yourself weak, they are going to take advantage of you. The next one is not hang your hat where your hand can reach. And this just means that live within your means. So many times we look at the other person, how they're living, what they're doing, and we want to do what they're doing, but we don't know how they're getting their means. And so what happens? Because we don't know, we end up doing things that we would not have done under normal circumstances. The one that I love the most is the one that says, Nala yo lefano, nala yo raitano, where your lefana do. So many times we must not let people be aware of what's happening in our lives just because of what their reaction might be. It could be positive, it could be negative, it could be whatever. But the thing is, nala yo lefano, where your raitana do. Can you imagine we grew up on these proverbs and sometimes we took them for granted. The one that I love two the most. Good afternoon, Rakesh. How you do, bye? Yes, I'm glad to see you. Rakesh, you remember the one we say one dirty bill down? One dirty bill dam. When me think about that one, when me think about the fact that no matter what you want to achieve in this life, if you decide that you are going to take it one step at a time, you know, the thing is, you have to know what is your first step. What's the first step you need to take? Once you know that first step and you take that first step, you are going to achieve exactly what it is you want to achieve. And guess what? One dotting builder means also when you start, keep going. So many times when people start, whatever it could be a project, whatever it is, and they realize that there's a little lull, you know, things are not going as they expect. What do you think they do? When they realize that, they want to give up, they want to throw in the towel, they want to say, Mom, I don't want to do this anymore. But what you have to do in life is you just got to put one foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other. Yes, Rakesh, you say you love all. He said good night. And then he said, I love all Guyanese proverbs. Yes, imagine that you put one foot in front of the other and you're going to reach your destination. Another one that they raised me on is the one that says, what rain can't fall, dew can't fall. Sometimes in life, when we think about what rain can't fall, dew can't fall, look at life. You get youth, you get opportunities to make an impact in this life. You cannot wait until, you know, like as we say in Guyana, you can't wait till you throw out all your trump card, till you not got nothing left, and then say that you're going to build life. That is what this one is telling us. When we had the time of opportunity, when things were going for us, perhaps we had the strength. That was our time of rain. If you did not make the most of the time of rain, you cannot make the most of the time when it's just dew. Because think about it. When dew fall, a little bit, you know, little bit. So rain can fall, dew can fall. Another proverb that I was raised on that I really like is the one that says, not pick up your matty fire rage. But the way it says is, not take your matty eye for see. How many times there are people in this life who you and them, perhaps you fall out with them, and they paint you in such a bad way that if people just listen to them, they would never believe you are the person you are. And there are some people who would just believe the person, you know. They not come and find out about you for themselves. They never give themselves a chance to get to know you. But then listen to that person, what a person say. And they believe what a person say. And guess what? They start seeing you through the lens of that other person. And they never give themselves a chance to get to know you. And that is why that proverb say that take your matty eye for see. And the last one I'm going to tell you is this one. Back off, left off. You see, sometimes you don't have to unravel everything for people to get it. Give people a chance to figure out also for themselves, like I'm going to do right here. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Back off and left off. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming on this live, and do have an awesome evening. Tata.